Jim Ross, I guess, has taken a significant step back due to some health concerns in May. He publicly announced he'd been diagnosed with colon cancer, is going to be
Ugh.
undergoing surgery. So I guess his reduction in roles are related to the.
How old's Jim now?
That's a good question. I wouldn't guess, but let me see. What do we got there, Steve-O? Jim Ross. JR. JR. 73.
Wow, he's young.
That's not too old.
He's a good fucking guy, man. I got to reach out to him. I mean, he's just up the road to Jacksonville Beach. Sure, he'd like to go out and have a dinner, chill, maybe just talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I always very fond
I
of
was
him.
just going to ask you. You always got on with JR?
Yeah, man, he was, when I was a nobody and Jim had a radio show out of Atlanta. It was like a sports show, and he would have me on and just let me just bullshit with him and stuff. And like he knew I had like a personality and some intelligence, and like Jim always. And I think Jim and I'm quite sure Jim and I met at the Cheetah. You know,
Right.
I'm positive of it. And but he was by far like he was such a great announcer. Like that was one of the guys when you had a match that was of significance. Like you smartened up Jim because that was a third of it. That was you, the person in the ring, and then Jim reinforcing the story that you were telling.
Mm.
And he always did it more like a sportscaster would than a wrestling announcer.
So, yes. So that was always the thing with Jim. He could have been calling an Oklahoma football game or
Right.
whatever, and it would have been done the
Yeah,
same way.
yeah.
The,
He was
the
so he
Gordon
was
Soley thing,
he's
too.
so talented.
And then on the other side of that was the wrestling announcer. Like Vince was always a wrestler. Oh my God! It was always
Right.
a wrestling announcer. But those NWA guys, those WCW guys, Soli, Shivani, they were calling it as sport. Shivani got a little animated at
He was
times.
always really solid though.
I'm not criticizing his ability, but he had a foot still in more of the rest. Always played the straight man, but
Oh, come on, Eddie. I'm sorry to
exactly.
Lance Russell there.
Lance Russell. It's
Oh,
great.
come on, Eddie.
And not often you get a Lance Russell impression, full frontal. Cha cha cha.